Hello, 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 collective. It's your girl, Jamila Newman, aka Mila. If you know, you know. All right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to see what we have going on for the collective. The collective is unbothered. Whew. Because people are trying to waste their time and someone caught a case. What do we need to know about this person? So this person is fishing for comments, trying to force a reaction from the collective. This person that caught a case, a cyberbully. All right, collective. It looks like we're gonna have like quite a reading. Okay. So let's see what this person who is a time waster that caught some sort of sexually transmitted infection. Okay. So apparently at this time, this person is wanting to know if the collective knows that their promiscuous actions has given them this sexually transmitted disease. If the collective already knows, and the collective is very intuitive, so the collective already knows. So they're lost in their thoughts, trying to get some sort of spark going. Because the collective, who focuses all about self-love and is divinely guided, there are some things that that this energy feels that is unspoken, that there is some sort of unfinished business that needs to be addressed. What do we need to know about this unspoken? What does this person want? Okay. We have the Two of Cups in reverse. This person wants to know if there's still some sort of love. Oh, that loving feeling song. Bring back that love and feeling. Oh, that love and feeling. This is what this person is trying to spark and ignite in the collective. They're trying to throw all this I love you energy into the collective's field, but the collective is standing their ground against this cyber bully who decided to go another way and is now facing some sort of disease because of the choice that they made. They're in this hangman energy, and at one time they were in this like Three of Cups energy. They were celebrating hard. This King of Pentacles, and they were working with people to mentally restrict the collective with this Eight of Swords. And this collective, the collective is in this spiritual self-love energy. They are not, and I believe that they would think that the collective would want to be like free-spirited, like that old school of let's say, you know, free love kind of thing. But that is not how the collective is. The collective is spiritual. This isn't like based on some old everybody just all for themselves kind of attitude, which this has got this person in the Nine of Swords to the Ace of Cups in reverse about the collective's Ten of Cups. So they're troubled because they thought that they could win the collective over, because they shower you with love and affection and be, you know, show some sort of remorse about their actions, and that's not quite working. It's not working. The collective is in this harmony, love. They don't need outside love. they are in harmony with themselves because they have God, they have the guidance that they need to move forward. And this person, yeah, the collective is still working very hard to maintain forward progress. What do we need to know? What else do we need to know? The collective is in its Nine of Wands, very charismatic, and this is being seen. This is doing Queen of Cups energy, okay? We have the Queen of Cups to the Four of Swords. So the collective is extremely, extremely, extremely intuitive and very much in this compassionate energy, but they are not lost. They are no longer healing or burned out. The collective is on, the Hierophant. The collective is focused completely on what they need to do to continue on their path. And even though they're empathetic and they're compassionate about other people and their ability to, help others, they're not blind to the fact that there are also people that are trying to interfere with their forward progress. Magician. They're trying to make their, the collective is, you're trying to make your manifestations come into fruition. You are using your skills to bring in, again, we have this Ten of Cups. You are leaving it like a Ten of Wands. You're leaving burdens behind. You are no longer going to settle for anything less than what you deserve. And this is also bringing you into this Nine of Pentacles energy too. Material, spiritual wealth is being held within the collective. What else do we need to know? There is screenshots being taken in 4K. People that are spiritual haters and drama starters are trying to orchestrate some sort of win, some sort of jackpot based on what's going on with the collective at this moment. They're trying to find a way to profit off of your prosperity. And when I say they're trying to dig deep and use anything from your past in order to sell this story that they're trying to create for you. That was a lot. So we have all in your head, moving, ain't shit, uninterested, broke ass, ooh, divination abusers rejected. Oh my goodness. So these people, all they can think about is the collective. All they have in their head is a collective. They're trying to make any kind of assumption that they possibly can about what is going on with the collective. Okay? They're trying to make some sort of move to prove that they're not in the wrong. But they keep coming up as with this, they're not anything. They went up against the collective, trying to dig up dirt, trying to soil the collective's name, make them look bad, make them feel bad. And the collective is uninterested. The people that have discovered that everything that was told to them was in fact made up are uninterested. These people are broke because they abused divination. They hired practitioners to come up against the collective. They did this because they knew their words alone weren't going to be sufficient. But what they didn't know is the collective is backed by the Most High, and even this divination that they thought that they were going to win, they were going to get exactly what they needed, wasn't going to work. Rejected. They are being ghosted hard, not only by their friends and family that bought into their lies, but also by these practitioners that are experiencing backfire after backfire after backfire by listening to these people. They're being ignored. What else does the collective need to know? Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Emotional satisfaction is coming towards the collective because they maintain this Nine of Wands energy to the Six of Wands, High Priestess card. So the collective is maintaining this sense of, stability, emotional stability, physical stability, intellectual stability. They cannot undo what they tried to make happen. The collective is smart, the collective is compassionate, and the collective is hardworking and still going despite all the stuff that they did, showing some sense of resilience, some sense of strength that they were not aware that the collective had. Okay, they thought they knew everything, and now people are seeing everything, and it's got them heartbroken. It's got their pockets crying because you are in this High Priestess energy, and this High Priestess energy is bringing in an Ace of Pentacles for you. Financial stability, mental stability. You are opening up new doors of prosperity, collective. I keep being focused on this unbothered. The collective is not bothered by outside opinion. We have the Six of Cups to the Wheel, to the Seven of Pentacles, to the Fool, Ten of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. With this Six of Cups, you're in harmony with yourself, your inner child. You've gone through each stage that was necessary for you to move ahead and become a better version of yourself than you were in the past. And the wheel is turned in your favor. There's changes being made because of the work that you put in to change your outlook on things that have happened in the past. No longer are you blaming yourself. You're taking accountability for your actions, and you're also not taking the blame for other people's actions. You're showing people that you can keep going despite any obstacles, and you reflect on things that have happened, yes, but you don't hold on to it. You don't stay in that energy. And the Fool card lets us know that the potential was always with you, and now you've taken this leap of faith, and a new beginning is coming your way. And this Ten of Swords that people keep trying to bring towards you, crisis, like you are the crisis manager. You manage crisis. After they can throw these at you left and right, and you will still manage to get out of these crises because you're this crisis scenarios that they keep trying to bring to you, because you're in this Queen of Swords energy. You cut through the nonsense and you get down to building, rebuilding. If they knock down your sandcastle, you rebuild another one. What else do we need to know? To the collective, this is the same old. There is no originality in any of these energies. And the collective is still unbothered because you're too busy winning. No matter what they throw at you, you are too busy winning because they don't have any new ideas. They do not have any new creative anything. And they're experiencing nothing but bad karma. What they've been able to dish out to the collective over the years is coming back to them. Oof. These people are holding a grudge against you for their own actions. They're trying to figure out you as a whole. They're looking, they're spying. dirty offer. They want you to take any dirty offer that they present to you. They want to make your reputation bad. Give money. They're hooked on this. They're hooked on anyone. We have cockblock here, hooked, and then give money. They're hooked on making sure no one gives you any kind of positive feedback in the means of monetary value. They want to block you. So you're always asking other people to help you. They want other people to see you in this light of being a leech. And they're hooked on this. They're hooked on trying to downplay who you are. They don't want you to find a relationship, which is they are so dedicated. Which, if they were as dedicated to their own life, they wouldn't be having car trouble. If they were as dedicated to their own life, they wouldn't, oh goodness, they wouldn't be suffering from bankruptcy. This boss daddy energy who has bad habits. Because collective is moving on. Collective is not stuck in this repeated cycle. Collective has a mission, and they're working on that mission. They're working towards making it come to fruition. Daydreaming. The collective does not stop dreaming of what is to come. There is always hope. They want you to need them. They want you to need them. These are family, friends. But you let go of fear a long time ago. Someone wants to come in and ask for your forgiveness. You got forgiveness and communication. Someone wants to come towards the collective and ask the collective to forgive them. Forgive them from what? What did they do? This person has love on the brain. They're hustling. What do they need forgiveness for? They were caught in the act. Caught in the act about what? They were caught in the act of making fake accounts. Lurking on the internet, making fake accounts because they're still not over you. What do they need forgiveness about? What do they need forgiveness about? For cyber stalking you, trying to get information. That's not it. There's something else. What do they need forgiveness about? There's some hiding. Oh my goodness. They need forgiveness because you're the queen rising or king rising, but this is like an energy. Because you're being successful and you were being seen at such a positive light and in a positive light, there's someone in your energy that's begging for forgiveness because they didn't want you to be seen. They were trying to hide you, and they were using scarcity tactics, which is probably limiting your views, maybe some sort of cyber stalking. Building fake accounts on you. Let's go back. Which was a power play. Okay? They were trying to control how much success you obtained. They were sending bad energy. But now they're unable to block this return to sender, okay? They are now receiving the same bad energy they were trying to project to you so no one would see you. They're feeling what they wanted for you. They were involved in some sort of copycat, stealing of your ideas, trying to duplicate your style. They work together with other people to try to become you. And this person now wants to get you to forgive them. They're trying to make some sort of offer. What do we need to know about this offer? They were running from your shine. You triggered them to have to look at themselves and see themselves for who they actually are. And you were unapologetic about it, and you didn't kiss up to them. Most people, whoever this energy is, bowed down to this individual and did exactly what they wanted whenever they wanted, and the collective did not. The collective forced them to pay attention to their own personal growth instead of focusing on the material. And now this person is experiencing some sort of legal issues and delays. And they are creeping. They are creeping because this person was always a wolf in sheep's clothing. They were never how they presented themselves to you. And I'm like, karmic battles. They're battling karma. And they're regretting this. They're sorry. And they now see the collective as a blessing. And that they're trying to you are at a state of your best self. And where someone told them this was not real, that this was an illusion, someone that they thought saw them in an equal give and take. Now this person this is another energy that wants your forgiveness. So we're going to do a recap, okay? There's an energy out here that was wasting your time. This energy caught a case. This is a past relationship, maybe a past marriage. They caught a sexually transmitted disease because they were a cheater, okay? And now they're fishing for comments. They're trying to see if you're going to say this out loud, or they're trying to force some sort of reaction from you. So they've been cyberbullying you. Now the collective is continuing on the momentum. There is another energy that also would like the collective's forgiveness. This energy also created fake accounts because the collective is too strong, and the collective it takes people as they are. There is no assumption, and they allow people to be who they are, and they're trying to give some sort of offer. What does the collective need to know? In final, we're going to close this out. What does the collective need to know? You got a Two of Pentacles, the Empress, Justice. Your ability to balance your priorities, to keep yourself organized no matter what the situation, has allowed you to grow and continue to be fruitful. And that is your justice against these people that wanted you to see yourself in a less than, in a smaller point of view. They wanted you to feel as if you were not important. And now it is being seen that you are exactly who you say you are. You stand by your word and you walk the walk. And then we have, because of your action, there are people that are seeking to collaborate with the collective. We're going to end with some words of positivity. With a little nudge, okay? So this is learn. With a little nudge, it is now your turn. Put on your thinking cap. It's time to learn. So collective, as everything, there is a learning experience. If you receive these, communications, you're allowed to feel the way you feel, but allow these people to also express themselves. Give them an opportunity to express themselves. If they warrant, they're not dangerous or anything like that. Allow them to communicate, and then you can learn what was really going on. Take this information, and then once you have all the information that you need, then you can act accordingly. Whenever do not have any fears. You are always protected no matter what. Do not have any fears. All right, collective. Until next time, keep shining. Shine so bright, you piss everyone off.